Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to give you some updates on Abel. So you may remember, maybe about 7 years ago, when we painted Abel with the rustoleum oil-based tinted from Lowe's, kind of a hack that I came up with to get a caulk-like texture. The only problem with this stuff is it has 0 UV protection in it. So as you can see, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but I did a touch-up there with brand new rustoleum oil-based paint, and then this is the old paint, and as you can see, it's faded. You can see some spots that I did here on the side of the truck. There's like one there, one there, one there, and then a big spot up here in the corner, and little spots along the side. And at that point I decided maybe we should go with a type of paint that probably has UV protection and it will last a little bit longer. Don't get me wrong, the rustoleum is great. It sticks like glue. You don't have to do very much prep work for it. You can basically hot water pressure wash and just go, and the stuff turns out great. So I came up with a solution for all of you guys. If you go into any Sherwin-Williams, this should be in their system now. This is a color match to the military sand or desert tan, whatever you want to call it. It is now in their system. If you go into Sherwin-Williams and you say, hey, look up Sean Fastidious in your system and see what he ordered, this will come up, I am told. So this is an oil-based satin finish, I believe is what they had, that has high UV protection in it, and it is supposed to stick as good, if not better, than the rustoleum oil-based. So that's what we're going to be painting it with. And if you remember in my previous painting videos with the rustoleum oil-based, I used a little handheld vacuum HVLP all-in-one hand sprayer, and you had to dilute it with acetone to get it thin enough to spray. Well, this time around I dug out my very old, I believe this is 25 years old. This is a ProForce house sprayer, and I went through and cleaned it up and ordered some new filters for it and cleaned up the handgun and all the hoses and everything and the extension wand, and we are ready to use that to paint the truck. So my plan is, since this is set up for 5-gallon buckets, is we're going to dump a bunch of these in a 5-gallon bucket and then spray the truck. Now my plan is to starting next Friday, we're going to go through with this heavy duty degreaser and a brush, and we're going to hit up probably like the front of the truck and the front of the box, which are covered in some bugs, and use the hot water pressure washer to spray down the truck. Get that taken care of. I've got Visqueen to lay out. It's 12 foot wide in the driveway here. I'm going to lay that down the center of the driveway, pull the truck back onto that, park it, and then Saturday morning bright and early wake up and start masking off all of the truck. Everything you could think of that I don't want paint on, but we're going to give it a military blast where you just basically spray anything that's not masked is getting that color on it. So another reason I wanted to do this too is I've added so much stuff over the years that I never painted or brought up to the current color scheme, like the gray water tank and like the AC system that's on there, the extended hoop for the spare tire, the larger spare tires, the 49s, and like the whole air conditioning system. All that stuff needs to be sprayed down It also needs to be protected from the sun, so the paint is going to double as a UV protectant on a lot of the lines and stuff like that. So yeah, am I looking forward to this? No, not really. I've never enjoyed painting anything, to be honest with you, but I have gone through over the last 3 or 4 weeks and just started to prime stuff that needs to be primed, especially in the handle areas of these boxes and stuff. I went through and got those touched up with some etching primer, and we're pretty much like ready to go. The only thing I can think of as far as like how am I going to do this, or what's going to happen moving forward, I've got like 2 stacks of masking tape, masking paper, masking film. I'm trying to make it easier on myself by taking on this project in small steps rather than taking it on in one giant leap like I did last time when I was younger. I don't feel like doing it this time. I've also gone through and repainted the ladders, and I did the exoskeleton a couple weeks ago. That's already on the truck, along with the Crosbys. Got those painted up again. I did this a couple months ago, so this area will stay black, and I'll probably touch that up one more time. But yeah, we are ready to rock and roll on this project, and I want to get it over with so I can move on with my life. I'm working this week, but the following week I have off. We have a bunch of EDM events that we're going to, so I'm taking a little bit of a break from my hourly wage gig, and I want to get this project done. But I wanted to give you guys an update. Once again, you know, if you want this same color, this is what I'm using. You can take a screenshot of that and go into a Sherwin-Williams and either give them that code, or once again tell them to look up Sean Fastidious on their computer, and you should be able to find this. But yeah, and I don't know how much of this I'm going to film. I might just do a before and after type thing. Last time I was really in depth with my filming. I had time to set up a GoPro and do all this stop and go and stop and go. I just want to get through this project and get done with it, and put everything back together so I can move on. Yeah, let's take a look at the front of the truck and see what I've done out here. I basically stripped down everything I can think of that I want to take off of the truck before painting. Everything else can get masked. But yeah, we're kind of down to the bare minimums here. But yeah, other than that, I think that's probably going to be it for this episode, guys. If you like this episode, give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, love to have you as a subscriber. As always, you're going to want to stay tuned. If you're into the motorcycle stuff, I've got something coming up for the Norden, a pretty big project that's been in the works now for, I don't know, 2 months. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys are staying safe, taking care of each other, and as always, I will catch you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.